Okay, so are you ready to go from feeling stressed out, burned out, overwhelmed, depleting yourself, feeling like you have nothing but like shreds and crumbs left over for you, to really stepping into this better version of yourself, really being that woman who has these healthy lifestyle habits, right? Really being that woman, being that future self, like this, let's say you had this image of who you want to be a year from now. I like to say this image and this clarity, okay, and these visuals of who you want to be 90 days from now. Because let me tell you something, 90 days, like a lot of us underestimate what can be done, how much can change and shift, okay, and transform in just 90 days, right? But then we overestimate how much we can do in a day. But I'm telling you what, 90 days is a magic number, okay? Because so much is possible, so much change, improvement, healing, behavior change can happen in just a short 90 days. Because honestly, sometimes 90 days feels like, oh my God, that's like so long, right? Especially when you're in the thick of it. But I promise you, if you commit to going from putting yourself last, treating yourself like shit, we'll say that, and really start prioritizing, okay, your just like your well-being, really just start prioritizing your goals and your values. And I know that you have like life beyond you, right? You might be a mom, you might be a busy career woman, you might be someone who just has a lot going on in their life that is completely out of your control, yet you have to be responsible for some of the things. Like, you can still do this, what I'm going to share here with you today, okay? So if you are ready to go from burned out, feeling like yuck, like, oh my God, I'm in survival mode, to really getting on top of your game, I'm going to share some next steps that you can take in this video here today, okay? Are you excited? Let me know in the comments. Yes, I'm ready, I'm excited. Let me know, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into this. Real quick. If you're brand new to my channel, just want to introduce myself. My name is Nikki McMillan. I am a life coach for women. I have been coaching women for 8 years on boundaries, self-worth, healing from your past, really raising your standards, and really starting to create and live a life on your terms. Nowadays, I like to say create and live a life that feels in alignment with your values, okay? I don't know, maybe that's been like my change of words and just my perspective since entering my 40s. I'm 41 now today with a 3-year-old, and like so much has changed just in the last year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. From burnout to healthy lifestyle habits this fall. So a couple of things that I'm doing that I'm committed to going into this fall are probably really going to disappoint some people, or, might disappoint some people, kind of might have them thinking or feeling like, oh, okay, well, kind of got to find a fun friend, or, oh, okay, well, Nikki's doing this health thing. And honestly, for me too, some of the things that I'm going to stop doing and start doing, I've kind of had to like come to terms with and just admit to myself, like, okay, like a lot's going to change, like on a weekly basis, of like some of the fun social things I would do. So it's like replacing that with like, new fun social things that are probably more family focused, and, just like higher, more alignment with my values and just the woman I want to become and person I want to be, weeks ahead, months ahead, years ahead in the future. So a couple of things that I'm stopping, that I'm committing to so far for October, is I'm having a dry October. I'm not gonna have any alcohol at all this October. And the reason for that is because, number one, I've noticed the aging really turning over. Like, I don't even know. Like, I had my daughter 3 years ago. Yeah, like I definitely noticed more of the gray hair coming in when I was pregnant with her. But just like when I look in the mirror, just like when I'm in downward dog yoga pose, I'm just noticing like, wow, where did this aging come from? I feel like it's overnight. But it probably isn't overnight, right? I'm just like more in tune and noticing it. like the aging process catching up with me. So what I want to do are things and habits that are in my control. So starting out October, no alcohol. And this is kind of like a big deal for me because I don't really drink a lot anyway, probably once a week, maybe sometimes more, but usually once a week, sometimes a longer stretch. Some weeks it's more, but that's just like a fun social thing I like to do with some friends, my sister, or while I'm reading my book. Like I just enjoy that ambiance of, a glass of wine over conversation, over a nice Italian dinner, over reading my book, right? So that's changing for me. So now one of the things, and I'm talking about myself and sharing personal stories to give you ideas, okay? So what I'm going to do to really commit to and follow through and really make this dry October a pleasant reframe and new healthy lifestyle habit is I'm going to experiment with different teas. So I'm reading like an article every other day about different types of teas and the benefits to them. Okay, so like right now I am on a lemon balm, can't think of the other herb kind of tea, and then I bought some lavender flowers that I'm putting in there as well because I love lavender. It's very relaxing and soothing for me. So I'm just experimenting with different teas and having fun with that. I feel like that could help me to get excited about having my tea and reading my book. Or maybe having tea if I'm meeting, a friend for dinner, instead of joining her in that cocktail. If I do that at all, in October, I'm going to have like a nice tea, right? So this is just a way for me to reframe, still partake in some fun social outings in the evening, and like not feel like I'm missing out, just like having a tea, maybe, introducing like, hey, how about we meet up, for Indian or for sushi, because those places and that culture is known to have really nice teas, right? Instead of just like at an American bar somewhere, closer by. Maybe we have to drive a little bit further. We can have different cultural food. I can enjoy the tea and they can still, a lot of those places are BYOB. So they can still have their wine, right? So that's just one way to really start incorporating a healthier lifestyle habit. So if you're anything like me, to where you're like, okay, I'm noticing like aging is a thing and you want to preserve that would be, there's a tip there with the alcohol. The other thing, and it's not just like the aging piece. I mean, part of this is aging, but I would tell you, and you too, if you enjoy a couple drinks, I would tell you, when I like waking up the next day, I feel it. I definitely feel it. So honestly, at the time of me filming this video, right now it's December 30th. I think you're going to be watching this, October 7th in like a week. I actually haven't even had a glass of wine. I think it's been almost 2 weeks, not quite 2 weeks, but just about 2 weeks. And I notice the difference. I wake up less groggy. My head's not as heavy. I am more pleasant in the morning and I just have more energy, right? So I also want to focus on that too and really see that as a win and get excited about not taking a longer ramp up time for me to be like, all happy and cheery and fun in the morning, really seeing that as a plus. And we'll see if I take this on, no alcohol for the rest of the year. Maybe, who knows, not, it won't have any in 2026, it just depends. Really, it's going to depend for me. And if you're anything like me, you enjoy experiences and, foods and dinners in different places. Like, I'm not going to be so rigid on this, because if there is like a nice Italian restaurant, or if I do end up going to, Italy next year in the summer, or if I do go somewhere to where a big part of the ambiance and experience is, like a cocktail or a glass of wine, I don't want to be too rigid on that. It's just not something that I want to do every single week anymore, because I am a once a week having a glass of wine kind of person. And that's not really working out for me energetically, and probably not aging, right? Like, look, like you see it. I don't even have to come up close. You see the aging happening. Okay. And this has also helped me to feel just noticing this, and I'm sure like, not having any alcohol at all, like I'm just going to feel less tired. I'm going to feel more energized and probably just less burned out from life. I mean, what do you think? Are you with me? Are you going to try this as well? Can you let me know in the comments? Like, hey, yeah, I'm going to do a dry October. Or maybe, heck no, you nuts. I would love to know where you're at with this. The other thing going from burnout to healthy lifestyle habits this fall is where can you not commit to doing so many things? I'm just thinking about a couple clients of mine now to where and I understand everyone's job environment and duties and expectations are different, right? I definitely have more flexibility in my professional life for sure, no doubt about that. And I definitely have more flexibility when it comes to being a mom and a parent because I have one child. And I'm just thinking about some of my clients to where they have more children, they have these high profile positions, or they're just really always busy with social things. So to go from burnout to really incorporating some healthier lifestyle habits, where can you maybe put some boundaries in place there, right? Not feel like you have to say yes to everything or really even challenge yourself. I know a lot of us, we like to be busy because we don't want to sit with our freaking emotions. We don't want to sit with some of the pain. We don't want to sit with some of the things that we're pushing under the rug. So we just want to stay busy and do things. And some of us, drink. But I encourage you or invite you to see where can you challenge yourself to not be so busy, not overcommit, and maybe have some boundaries of laptop work gets shut down at 8 p.m. and you don't open again until 8 a.m. the next day. Is that an option for you to challenge yourself to experiment with that? Right? And then, but you're not replacing that with more phone doom scrolling. Can you just be with yourself? Take a pen to journal, right? Write down some of the feelings that you don't want to feel or that you're afraid to feel. Or that you are it's just driving you insane in your head. I know for me, whenever I'm overwhelmed with something, I do talk it out, with my partner. I do talk it out with my coach. But whenever I put that pen to freaking paper, my God, I mean, talk about an instant healing process, right? An instant kind of getting regulated emotionally again. It's phenomenal. So where are you overbooking yourself, overcommitting, doing, over hustling, hustling too much? Where are you keeping yourself super busy to where you're avoiding things that need your attention? And by doing that, you're burning yourself out. You're stressing yourself out. A lot of times when you just take a moment, sit back, think about all the problems that you have, what's not working, what you want to change. I highly encourage getting a life coach for this too, or maybe therapy if that's your thing. I will tell you that this is the work I've been helping my clients with for the past 8 years in a Confident Woman Unleashed, my 90-day signature program. You can learn more about that. I'll put the link to my website in the description. If you're interested in checking what working with me would look like over the next 90 days. A lot of times you feeling burned out, overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, feeling out of control, being busy and booking your schedule isn't going to help. It's actually doing the inner work. Is that a lifestyle habit that you want to change, that you would like to incorporate, right? Stop covering up, right? And avoiding, and maybe a new lifestyle habit would be dealing with my shit, dealing with my emotions, dealing with my problems with a professional, with someone who has experience, with someone I trust, right? Okay. Think about that. Take a sip here. One more other lifestyle habit, and then I'll wrap up so my video's not a half hour like last week's. Another lifestyle habit is where can you And this is like a financial piece, right? I'm no financial guru, but running your own business, having a slow couple of years because you became a mom, really changing up your schedule because you're like, I don't want to be working all the time. Like financially, lifestyle habit, where can you get really honest and transparent and like really clear with yourself? Okay, I notice I'm spending money here on these things, and I'm kind of feeling it in my bank account a little bit, or I'm feeling it in my savings, not it being where I want it to be. Where can you stop certain habits financially to really increase your your financial feeling good emotions about yourself, financial regulation, financial stability. Talked about that 2 videos ago. So like for me, what I've done recently is I've taken inventory on the past 90 days on, okay, like my credit card bill, not like super high, but I'm noticing a change in here. What is it? And what I've noticed is it's the wine bars. It was lunches out, and it was a little bit of like shopping, mainly like at the loft. So I've taken inventory. I've done this already for September, and I'm excited about October, but I realized, okay, I'm going to be cutting out drinking. So that is easy, just like wine and, not eating out as much. That's easy, $300 a month. I know, little embarrassing, but I don't know. How's that looking for you on your eating out and going to the wine bar and doing happy hours? Is it higher than mine? Is it lower than mine? Let me know. But that's huge. $300. If I do an automatic transfer, zoop, right into my savings, into my money market, or into my 401, or into my kids' education plan, like I can just do 100, 100, 100, right? 100 in my 401k, 100 in my money market, 100 in Sasha's, education. I'm like, that's like, wow, that feels good. That feels a lot better than these expensive lunches and happy hours. I mean, that might feel so good for me in October that I might just need to carry this on for the rest of the year, for November and December. Healthy lifestyle habit this fall. That's my third one. Right? So are any of these like helping you? Are they speaking your language? Does this feel good? Are these valuable tips? Like, let me know what you're getting from this in the comments. Okay, so let's do a recap. Number 1, no alcohol, dry October. That's going to feel good with looking in the mirror and waking up. Number 2, not overcommitting, not being super busy, having a cutoff time, 8 p.m., work laptop closes, okay? You don't start again until 8 a.m. Not saying yes to every social event, not just saying yes to everything. Being with yourself and your emotions. Get the journal, get the pen, so you can actually deal with your shit. When I say shit, I mean, I'm just like your emotions aren't shit, but it's just like we got shit we got to deal with from our past, from maybe a recent breakup, or from work drama, or from, whatever, something in your family. Like, deal with your stuff, right? Can that be a healthy lifestyle habit you incorporate for October? And then the third one was your finances, right? Where, like, because you're going to be changing these habits, is it going to be saving you some money? Are you going to feel, is that going to feel good? Talk about a healthy lifestyle habit, not blowing your money on stupid things or not as much. That's what I'm going to be doing. Is that one interests you? So let me know if this was helpful. I would really love to know and hear your feedback. I'm hoping to get more comments on my videos because I want to hear and actually engage. I used to have a Facebook group, and that was pretty engaging, but YouTube is just more of my speed these days, now being a mom and working part-time. So let me know if this was helpful in the comments below. What do you want to share? Any extra tips or pointers for us here? Definitely welcome. I want to end on this. Two ways, if you're interested, if you've been jiving with me, 2 ways you can work with me if you're feeling called to. I have my Woman's Signature Retreat coming up in January. It's in Naples, Florida. It's going to be a very small, intimate women's retreat. of like-minded women. We're going to be doing some of your inner healing work. We are going to be rewriting a new story and just creating new concepts of yourself, of worthiness, of you can trust yourself, of confidence, and really just have you like shutting out the noise and tuning in and connecting with your intuition. Okay. We're also in that retreat going to be learning how to use your voice, speak up, stand up for yourself, start setting strong self-respecting boundaries. And then the other thing we're going to be working on is how to replace old, outdated habits and patterns that maybe once served you, but no longer are at this stage in your life, and how to replace that and commit to them. A lot of what we talked about here today. Okay, and we're going to have some fun. It's at the end of January. Definitely hoping to get some beach time in. The eye that I have on this Airbnb, it has a pool and it's heated. So there's definitely going to be some water and fun time. We're going to be cooking healthy meals together. We're having some fun conversation, and it's going to be doing inner work. Like we are going to be doing the coaching, deep inner work, but I also want us to have fun too. Okay. So if you want to learn more about my signature retreat in January, the link is below in the description. If you're more of a person to where you're like, that sounds great, I want to do that, but I'm also interested in, or more so interested in working with you one-to-one to really work on the personal stuff, really process it, okay? Long-term, you want that long-term hand-holding, guidance, support, and accountability over time, okay? You like the accountability of checking in every single week. You want to work, you want to commit to a longer length of time. Okay, I'm working on your healing and your transformation and really just becoming a confident woman unleashed. That's the name of my signature program, 90-day signature program, A Confident Woman Unleashed. The link below to learn more about that is in the description as well. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up here. I love you. Thank you for joining me and watching. Again, hope this was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next week in another video. And we're going to talk about how busy women can build practical fall self-care routines. Again, something else I'm practicing that I'm going to share with you. All right, I'll see you then. Bye for now.